Hey Scorpio, what's up? How you doing? 'Tis I, the only Archer with Archer Astrology. What's going on? How's your week going? Scorpio, it's time to do your love energy check-in for you and the one on your mind, looking at the energies for the beginning of September of 2024-ish. But whenever you clicked on this reading and decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit, perfect timing as always, which you are so known for, as these readings are timeless and meant to find you when they find you. I do appreciate, thank you very much for being here. If you can return a little love the like down here for us on YouTube. TikTok, double tap the screen, love you for it. Instagram, hit that like too. Awesome, appreciate you for being here. Feel free to scroll around the reading as much as you like or leave a timestamp in the comments if you need to. My readings do get a little bit long, but that's only because we're going to take a look at everything going on for you for the upcoming week. We're going to take a look at your career and finance for the Scorpios dealing with little money situations. We'll take a look at the Scorpios dealing with a past love, see what's going on there. Take a look at the Scorpios dealing with some new love, where that's going. And then we'll come back together for a future influence on the connection. All the messages, of course, will be for yours and theirs highest and greatest good only, of course, because as you know, we only fly the friendly skies at Archer Airlines, and y'all get big front seats. TikTok, Instagram, you guys are more than welcome to come and join the family on YouTube at Archer Astrology. The links are in the bio, and be a part of the fam. I do usually go live every Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern for the all signs, you and their feelings for the week ahead. This week, however, it'll be on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, because tomorrow on Friday, I will be downtown in Detroit checking out the awesome Matt Frazier, who's going to be live here in town, so I had to go see him. If you've got a ticket to see him, shoot me an email, archerastrology@gmail.com, and let's meet up and watch them together. We'll hang out and have a good time, okay? And feel free to check out the playlists anywhere as much as you like. I've got everything neatly prioritized and organized for you, so your adventures start at the homepage, including the Healing Music with Bill, the bass covers, the greats, the usual stuff. We got the Beatles, Caitlin Petty, Casey Musgraves, and more there for when you need a little break from the cards. So check them out. And if you're on TikTok, follow Caitlin Petty at Kate Petty, because you can't help walking away from her concert without smiling. And who doesn't need a break from the cards from time to time? You know what I mean? The pick a card is on a little bit of a slight hiatus delay because I got a lot of personal readings, and we're all a family here, and we all matter equally. So I've just been taking a little extra time to do those. The pick a cards, they'll be sporadic. They're not going away because everybody loves to pick something when the decks pick you. So they'll just be popping up sporadic for the time being. And if you do want to get one of those personal readings with me, all you got to do is shoot me an email to archerastrology@gmail.com, and you can choose from either the Zoom one-on-one readings or the traditional private YouTube links. But either way, I look forward to reading for you and working for you. All right? So let's tap in and tune in and see what's going on. Because when I sat down for a moment to meditate on your energies to get the title and the title card, all I heard was they knew what they had to do and they were ready to take action on it. And I'm like, action? And all I heard was like a clackerboard being like, click, action, like Hollywood movie stuff going on. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, no way. And God's like, Yahweh, Archer. And I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. Okay. So I definitely want the details. And this is all for you and the one on your mind anyhow. So let's do it to it. All right. Tap me in and tune me into Scorpio's energy, please, God. Looking for a little more details on what you gave me. Please and thank you. Highest and greatest good. All the usual. All the above. Let's do it to it. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? What's up? Scorpio, Scorpio. Wherefore art thou, O Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun. Would a Scorpio by any other name still smell just as sweet? I'd like to think so. All right, Scorpio, let's go for it. Put the kiddos to bed. It's time for a little tarot after dark. With the Tower card, oh my gosh, way to make a statement when you enter a room. That's one of your cards. There's a complete reboot going on with the Three of Pentacles. You are working on something behind the scenes. You're trying to build something stable, solid, and a long-term. Wow, there's like Capricorn energy all over the place on that. Look at you go. Building Solomon's Temple, First Kings. You might be focusing on something very balanced and stable that you want because you spend so much time doing for everybody else because you are such a caring sign. I mean, you are the fixed water sign. So maybe like for the first time in like forever, you're like, you know what does Scorpio want to do? What do I want to do? I like that for you. And that confidence is going to attract in some very interesting energy because people like confidence, okay? I dig it. So let's find out. Here we go. You ready? Put them kiddos to bed. Let's talk love. Let's do it to it. Scorpio. Here we go. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. I love reading for you, Scorpio. Let's love this deck for the sexy Scorpios. Here we go. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands. Sagittarius energy on this one. Satan testing Job comes out. The book of Job is interesting as it's the one book in the Bible that actually talks about astrology and how the stars tie into the Bible. I like that. You have made it through a lot of tests, and in the outcome here, you are the guarded, protected, wounded warrior that's like ready to fight another day. There's some new strength coming in, and the tower's right underneath that, which the Tower card is rebuilding from everything that you've been through in the past and kind of doing what Scorpio wants to do. I like this for you. The 3 of Pentacles is hanging out right underneath that with the 7 of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles. There's a mature energy coming in your way too. You might even be in the medical field because the 7 of Swords is like a healer that takes those 5 of Swords of grief out of the situation so that you can go forward with the 2 swords in a very peaceful, equal, communicative. Somebody's going to learn to speak Scorpio and come in on your level. That's awesomeness. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. And you are protected. The 9 of Wands is some superior protection, okay? Job 122 comes out on this one. Maybe the number 122 resonates to you. Or 221, either way, depending on which way you look at it. Or you or them are born on the 1st or the 22nd, possibly even. But I do like this because this shows that you finally passed the test and you're like at a new level. I think you're coming to the end of a major glow up that you've been experiencing. And in the outcome, you finally adjust to it and like you don't feel so like weird and deja vu-y, but yet you feel really confident and powerful going forward. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is cool. All right, let's go. Give me the current conditions at Scorpio. Let's take it from here. The King of Swords, Aquarius energy, and the Judgment of Solomon shows up. I like that. Hey, Bree, what up, Kesha? This here is 1 Kings 3:27 on this one here, where you are speaking your mind, and maybe in the past you've always felt like you had to be closed off or guarded, and like, oh gosh, watch what you say, Scorpio, because you might offend somebody or you might upset somebody, even if it means hurting yourself in the process. It's like, okay, whatever's best for everybody else, that's fine. In this one here, you've had a lot on your mind lately, and you're like starting to just want to speak your truth. Just like, you know what? I'm just going to say it and look out for me because nobody else seems to want to do that. All right. You've been feeling like life keeps letting you down, and it's becoming a lot to have to deal with on a daily basis. Okay. You feel like you keep missing out on opportunities, ideas that you think about that blow right past you. Like, wait, whoa, I wanted that. What's going on? You know, that sort of a thing comes out on this one here. And maybe even like up in your head a lot, wondering, why does it keep happening? What's the purpose? What's the meaning of all this? Okay. You just want someone that says what they mean and means what they say. And that when they say it, they keep their word and doesn't just like, you know, kind of blow smoke like a funnel on the Titanic. Right? This does show here that your words matter. You're saying stuff to keep you in the most uplifting of spirits. Maybe even doing what might be called as like, you know, mirror magic, which is really just talking yourself up. Like you get up in the morning, you put your clothes on, and you're like, Scorpio, you look good today. I like this. You got this. This is going to be your day, Scorpio. You're building yourself up, and you're calling someone in that's going to be on that same level for you, okay? That'll take us towards the inner emotions, the feelings the planets are having on you right now. The Chariot, Cancer energy. This here shows you've got some direction. Foot on the gas. I know I'm on a pash. This here, that like you're very determined, okay? You might even have some Cancer further back in your chart, possibly, or if they ever classical dealing with a Cancer, because at some point in everybody's life they have. But you're very determined because you felt like you never have time for yourself. Some of you might actually be like needing a new car or looking for one. Maybe they're like, I'm seeing a Scorpio that you got like a low fuel light on, or more lights on the dashboard that it's all of a sudden it's turned into a Christmas tree. And you're like, maybe this one's come to full term on this. Or your lease is coming due and you're starting to try to get ideas for new car prices, or trying to see, is it possible to get that car for $99 a month? Life hack. No, it's not. It's all advertised stuff. But I do see changes here to start moving things into your power. Cardinal energy with Cancer. It's the cardinal water sign, okay? Maybe like for some of you guys, I'm actually seeing a convertible car off of this. Like maybe you're just wanting to cruise with the top down, you know, and just cruise the streets, have some fun, and take some time for yourself. Okay, there might even be for some of you guys maybe a plans of like a road trip or something coming in, or with everything that you've been going through lately, you're like, I'm going to play some hooky. Like you got like friends that are calling, hey Scorpio, what are you doing this weekend? And you're like, oh darn, I'm sorry, I have family things I must be doing with family. Then the family calls up, Scorpio, what's going on this week? And you're like, oh gee, I am sorry, there are friend things happening this weekend with friends. Bye. And then you just disappear for the weekend. Go for a cruise, some 2-lane, 2-track back roads, and just enjoy yourself, okay? Doing what needs to do to make some time for you. Because your dominant planet, Pluto, is dealing with some crazy stuff right now between Aquarius and Capricorn as it gets ready to head back into Capricorn and then get ready for that forward like trajectory shot out into Aquarius to set the path for the new Earth that you might already be into, and kind of dealing with a lot of people that are still in the old Earth, the old mindset, okay? And you don't want to leave them behind, but you're protected, you're guarded, you're safe and ready for whatever battles might come your way. And if somebody else doesn't want to be, then they can stay in the old Earth timeline, Dolores Cannon style, and they can talk to a brick wall because you got a chariot energy to let you crash through the brick wall, okay? On your work home front, what's going on in your work life? The Strength card, Leo energy. Well, that makes sense. Cancer's here. Those two are never far apart. But yeah, look at this. In the work life, Strength card. This is Daniel in the lion's den. Maybe you felt like you've had your head in the lion's mouth for a minute or something. Like maybe work is just becoming a little mundane. You know, like there's no thrill in it anymore. You feeling like you might not be able to advance to the current job. Like the next level keeps eluding you. Okay. There might be like a lot of nepotism in the workplace or a lot of like water cooler talk going on, something like that. And more people are more interested in the company gossip than actually doing their job. And you find out that you're the one having to always pick up the slack for everybody else. And like, see how you're like looking up in this card? You're like, just get me through one more day without using my little scorpion stinger on everybody and I'll be okay. Right? You're doing your best, like you're keeping your composure, even though the stinger's like charged, right? Okay, so we'll see what's up with that because they're like you give your all to work just like you do at home. And there is proof in this that a little bit of Scorpio time is totally needed for yourself, okay? Okay, now on the love home front, what's going on with Scorpios that's dealing with a past person? Because you are allowed to love and miss whomever you want for as long as you want, okay? Our jobs as tarot readers is to read the map and help you navigate life's ups and downs. We're not called tarot doers where we tell you what to do. We just help you, okay? So, past person's energy, what's up? The Death card, your energy. Could be dealing with another Scorpio, but somebody that definitely like they have you very heavy on their mind. That kind of does explain why, like it was saying here that like you're on their mind rent free. I'm hearing like George Harrison, I got my mind set on you. This song's just 6 words long. But this here shows a complete reboot that was needed. Something you said to them that last time you guys spoke, it's stuck. It's in their mind. And I see it's the thing that's got them like as the catalyst for the changes that are coming. The Death card in my decks is the Crowd Strike card. It's that Windows blue screen of death. That when everything got running like too overloaded, too overwhelmed, that you have to actually completely power the computer down and either do like a Windows safe boot or just a whole cold reboot on the connection. So this person might have been somebody that really didn't value your heart. They kind of treated your heart like a toy and never really appreciated everything that you did do for them. And then they tried to spin everything like you were the problem and like almost made you feel like they were looking for an easy way out of the connection or the relationship. They did a lot to never make you feel as important as you made them. So I see that they are working on a lot in that issues to realize that they don't want to lose you again. They are having a lot of like, what would Scorpio do moments? And I see that some of this is that they are getting dealt a little bit of the karma out for what they did to you and having those moments where they're like, oh my gosh, this is how I made Scorpio feel. Oh my gosh, I talked like that to Scorpio. I never really did make good time for Scorpio. And they're coming to a lot of realizations right now, okay? It looks like their computer is starting to boot back up, all right? That's an analogy for their brain. All right, now, on the new person, if you're dealing with somebody that's new or they're like just recently getting into your life and you're wondering where the connection's going, it's not really so much single as a Pringle because in all my days, I've never once seen a single Pringle chip. They at least come in like packs or tin cans, you know, so you're available. All right, new love. The Four of Cups, Cancer energy. This here is Jonah's anger on this one. This shows here no cups for them. This shows that you're actually with a new person. They're mature. You're really not dealing with a player, somebody that's looking for other love, or like they got you in their dating pool. They set their sights on one person and move forward into it, which means in the past they have been used for their money or used for their love and their nurturing energies, and they won't do it to anybody else. As they got through their healing journey, they said, you know what, I'm not going to play people like I've been played in the past because I know how bad it feels. And once they said that, God heard it and was like, oh, wow, okay, 1 cup for you. And then that kind of like locked them into your trajectory beam on there, okay? This one here shows that they are kind of a bit of a problem solver too, because in Jonah 4:3, Jonah examined where he was at after he got out of the whale's mouth and was like, you know what? We're going to work with this. All right, you either might even have palm trees, or you live near palm trees, I'm seeing on this one kind of sticking out. And even also, you might even be noticing that this is kind of interesting, but for some reason I'm seeing the Oregon Trail. That's a classic. That's an old video game. Either that or I'm showing my age or something. But like, yeah, this is somebody that won't die of dysentery. But yeah, for some reason that video game might resonate. Maybe you got memories of playing that video game, or you've recently downloaded the new app of it, all right, and been like, whoa, this is kind of cool. This reminds me of the old days. Or if you're a younger Scorpio, you might not even realize that it's based on a classic game. Very similar to, I'm seeing the Chase Bank money glitch come out of this. How like the one generation is like, oh wow, money glitch. No, and like the older generation is like, no, that's called check kiting. It's actually a thing that's existed for a long time. So this person doesn't let anybody defraud them. They are like a bit of a human lie detector, and you are checking all the green boxes off for them, okay? Where they've saved themselves in a 4 of Cups energy just for the right person, which kind of happens to be you in this case, okay? All right, that takes us going forward to the future incoming energies on the connection. The 4 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. On this here, I'm seeing a lot of repeating 4s starting to come out. We got the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and even the King of Swords, which is the 14th card in the deck. So that's repeating 4s. You might be noticing some repeating numbers, or looking at the clock at 4:44 every day. Something ties into the energies of the 4s, because the 4s, they're the Re's in the tarot. The resting, the recharging, the rejuvenating, the restoring the connection, like a system restoring a computer that allows you guys to go forward in a connection that you guys don't let each other go. It's Jack and Rose in the tarot, right? There was room on that door for both of them. And it actually really wasn't even a door. It was a piece of paneling from above the doorway in the smoke lounge, but it's close enough for government work. We're not using the Titanic deck, so I'll refrain. That's a re, okay? But this one here shows they don't let you go, and you guys can build on this 4 of Pentacles energies to get you to the 10 Pentacles, okay? It's a beautiful forward direction on this. I like that. That'll take us towards the incoming energies. If there's any red flags that we need to like keep our heads on a swivel and look out for, or if it's just like straight green flag energy, you're safe to proceed on this, okay? The Devil, Capricorn energy. This shows me here a little combination of both, that you guys will overcome the red flags that you both have dealt with in the past, right? And like you're both kind of human lie detectors on this. Like you got stealth bomber, fighter pilot, radar technology or something. But on this, what I'm seeing is that you guys have the ability to motivate yourself through the trying tests and the temptations that come your way, and remain pure, true, and loyal to each other, which is a big green flag in the outcome. This is the energy, Scorpio, going forward, that like if you're in a crowd with this person and that really hot chick or the really good looking guy shows up next to him and sits down, they don't even notice, because they're all about you. Just like, yeah, what's up? How you? They don't even see it. Their eyes will focus only on you, and you guys motivate each other into the next levels. Capricorn energy is those little cute billy goat legs that gets Capricorn to the top of the mountain first, okay? They're the father of the zodiac. Overcoming a lot of the temptations that you both have dealt with in the past and proceeding forward together, okay? That takes us towards the environmental factors, the future planetary positions that will be affecting how you guys feel, and that is the Lovers, Gemini energy. So I'm seeing that Mercury going direct is a key factor on this, okay? Gemini's dominant rock is Mercury. But this is also the roller coaster ride in the zodiac and the tarot. It's why Cedar Point has a roller coaster ride named Gemini. The Lovers coming out here shows that you guys will make it through those ups and downs of the connection, work on it together, and make it to the end of the roller coaster ride, because you know the roller coaster was designed by an architect, in this case the grand architect, to safely get you to the end of the journey. It's the whole thing, the ups and the downs. And guys, life hack, this is why when you ask women where they want to go to eat or what they want to eat, they go, oh, I don't care. What do you want to eat? I don't know. Because the one time they made the choice of what they wanted to eat, they never got to live it down again. Right? Right, girls? Never got to live it down. You're like, I just want the apple. And this is interesting, but I'm seeing like an apple pie. Like it might be a cool memory. Maybe like your mom or your grandma made apple pies. I'm seeing the old school, the apple pie is sitting on a windowsill as it cools and stuff, okay? Or you're just kind of getting into the apple season and like wanting little apple cider donuts and stuff. There might even be something in the future like with a hayride or visiting a cider mill, that sort of a thing, right? This shows you guys do those things together. So that means there's some date nights and stuff planned. And this person's idea of gift giving is time spending, where they actually make time for you and little surprise plans like, hey, Scorpio, just be ready at 7. I'm going to pick you up. And this is the guys that actually drive too. How about that stuff? All right. But yeah, it's kind of just some excitement in the future where they don't let things stop the natural progression of things. That'll take us towards the final outcome, how you guys will feel as you get to the 9 of Wands, that you overcome these tests. There's a lot of Capricorn energy here, so you guys will powerhouse through it. Okay, this is going to be like your support system, your ride or die for life. You know what I mean? The Magician, Virgo and Gemini energies. So I'm seeing here that you guys actually, at the moment, I can't tell which one of you is the manifester, which one of you is the manifestee. I think you guys both equally have manifested each other's into your lives as a result of what you've gone through before. And this checks all the balances off that you can overcome any obstacle together, like Moses part in the Red Sea right here. A lot of the overwhelming energies and that come through, you guys go to a whole nother level that's far above sea level and leave a lot of the past stuff behind. Even for the Scorpios that have a past person returning, they're coming in on your level. For some of you guys, I'm seeing that you might have you've been thinking about them a lot more than usual, or they never, it's like the Al Pacino energy that every time you walk away, they keep pulling you back in. And you're like, some of you guys actually did the prayer where you asked God, you're like, God, if this person is not meant to be in my life, please just take them out of my life. And then like the next morning, you're still thinking about them, or they're still there, or they're still checking you out. And you're like, wait, God, I thought I did the prayer. And God's like, I know, I heard you. And you're like, yeah, but no, God, I did. And God's like, yeah, I know, still there, aren't they? There's a reason that you guys are into each other's lives, and you get to go forward the way that you want, okay? So you definitely could be dealing with possibly even another Scorpio. That's a deep connection because you guys get each other. I like that part. Could also be a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Virgo's here. Cancer and Leo are, but those two are never far apart. Aquarius shows up. Capricorn, strong Capricorn in the energy, along with Sagittarius, and also Aries a little bit too. All right, you were going to be born on the 7th, the 14th comes out. I'm seeing the 13th and the 8th, definitely the 4th for sure. Or maybe you enjoy checking out portal energies, or because April 4th might even be a date that resonates to you. I'm also seeing the 6th, the 16th, and also the 15th so far. All right, so let's see what we got on this King of Swords to the Chariot card for you and go from there, okay? All right, let's do it today. Thanks for being here too. You guys are awesome. Hey, Leonie. Hey, Zoe. What's up? How you guys doing? Hi, Brittany. Hey, Tammy. Angel Eyes. What's up, AE? Laura, my mod squad's in the house. I love you guys. Don't forget to check me out on Discord, too. Archer Astrology's got a Discord. Come and hang out and be a part of the fam. It's like a chat room all the time. It's so cool. All right, let's see. King of Swords to the Chariot card. What do we got on these two cards? Fill me in. Tune me in. What do we got? Two of Swords. You're standing your ground. To the 10 of Wands. Judgment card. Yeah, see, you are tired of the way people have been treating you, and you're taking your power back with the Magician. So you are manifesting your future. You've wished for it, and you've called it into existence with the 9 of Swords. All right? People think it's cool to block you or leave you unattended or something like that. And what they don't realize is that you don't let stuff stop you. You keep moving. The silence is when you do your best planning behind the scenes. The 2 of Swords, the 10 of Wands here shows that a lot of you guys have just been wondering why stuff keeps happening. Sagittarius energy with the 2 of Swords is Libra energy on this. I'm seeing here that you're just generally kind of you're ahead of the curve in what your powerful is and what your manifesting is. That it's you've been working really hard to focus with the 2 of Swords on the parts of your life, 10 of Wands, that feel like they keep bringing you down or leave you feeling stuck and overwhelmed. You want to change things for the better. you've been doing the work with the Judgment card because that's your energy. I, as a reader, also kind of pull on a little bit of fixed energy too, where you learn from the past and the things that you didn't like, the way people treated you when you go forward. So there's also mutable energy off that: Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Virgo. But that Knight of Pentacles, even though you've been doing the work and you know what you're doing, you're not you're almost at a point of second guessing yourself, because it's like you want things to change for the better with the Magician to the Chariot, but it feels like they aren't. It's like it's coming, but it's never coming. And it's got you in a Knight of Pentacles energy. But the Knight of Pentacles, even though it is like the slower moving energies, it is the only knight in my decks. It's the US Postal Service. Maybe you or them actually work for the post office, or like Amazon, UPS, a delivery service. But the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that delivers the Ace of Pentacles to its destination. Neither rain or sleet or snow or natural disaster stops them from getting there. So it is coming. You're just ahead of the curve, because it's like with the Magician card that what you've been working so hard to manifest isn't going to pass you by. All right. I'm already seeing out of this too that someone that you're on the outs with, 10 of Wands, like they're going to try to reach out and mend the fence with you. And this necessarily doesn't have to be the past person, because they've got their own card. They've got their own spot in the table for the reading. This might be a friend or a family member, somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, and that I think you might even have not even be thinking about anymore. It could have been like years, and just like somebody from school or somebody from a training class or a seminar or something. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, they reach out and put you in the position of power with the Chariot to the Magician card. They're like, if you want to forgive and forget and rekindle this friendship and bring somebody back into the circle, that you can. All right. A lot of you guys with the Judgment card have totally you don't even suspect it coming. Like you haven't even thought about this person in a while, because it was a friend or a mutual connection from online or something. And you guys just kind of went your own separate ways. Wasn't anything major or major disconnect. And all of a sudden out of the blue, they're like, hey, Scorpio, what's going on? What you been up to? How's things been going? And you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to you in forever. What's up? And then you're like, do I have time for this? Yes, I got another. Okay, yeah, I can have another friend. That sort of a thing comes in. But yeah. Okay, this is really interesting. You do give me some interesting signs, but I'm seeing maybe you like fishing, or you or them, or there's some neat memories of maybe your dad or a grandpa or an uncle taking you fishing when you were younger or something. But I'm seeing that singing fish mounted on the wall, that what was Billy Bass or something, or whatever it was. I see showing up singing his little songs for you, or maybe it was somebody in your family had that on the wall or something when you were a kid. But for some reason that's sticking out to me. All right. Interesting messages on this. Maybe it's a lot of the stuff that you kind of think about in the silence when you're up all night in the Nine of Swords energy, playing Caitlin Petty, staring at the ceiling on repeat. And then all of a sudden, stuff like that happens. You're like, yeah, Archer, I had a dream, and that plastic, weird, fishy bass thing was singing songs. I'm hearing Stevie Nicks' song, Dreams. That might resonate to you. That's a good song. All right, so give me a little bit more on this Magician card to the Judgment card. Those are the two I'm really curious about, but also that 10 of Wands. You or them might be born on the 10th or the 11th, even the 20th or the 21st comes out. Well, let me see what's this. Could be dealing with a Virgo, a Capricorn, might even be a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Even Aquarius is here too. But let me see what's on that 10 of Wands, the Magician, and the Judgment card. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so you are the one doing a lot of the manifesting for your future. You know what you want, because you got a lot of repeating cards that are going to be showing up in the future outcome. 7 of Pentacles, and the Chariot comes back too. Strong Cancerian energy on this one. And when I get repeating cards, that's my guides and God telling me, keep going, Archer. This is the message. You're on point. Okay? Definitely could. Whoa. Throat chakra. Hold on. That was interesting. Maybe there's somebody very nervous to talk to you because something they did, they might fear can't be taken back or something, because that was a lockup. 7 of Pentacles out of the Chariot card comes out on this. So you are very determined, even though you feel like you never have the time to yourself to really accomplish anything. Just let your hair down and have some fun. Again, with the confirmation on the Chariot card that comes out. Okay. This one here, some of you may be maybe you're doing a little retail therapy or retail shopping, and you're kind of at how much the total in the Amazon card is or something, right? But you kind of just want to have some like cool little fun little trinkets in your home that you can like enjoy, decorate, do some stuff with. Maybe you're actually working on some feng shui, finding some neat little stuff. I'm seeing like candles. I'm seeing a Scorpio that really likes candles, scented candles. Okay. And like you got them in all the rooms and stuff like that, even. Like, even though you're having a little fun on that and making your home what you want with the Chariot card, because that's Cancer energy and Cancer rules the fourth house. It's like, even though you're kind of making everything you want, you might even be dressing up your wardrobe, changing things up, but you're also wanting to get out and be happy. All right. Some unconditional love in the air, in the energies. And isn't it the truth that if everybody wished or asked for or shopped for peace and love, like everybody wanted a new phone, we'd all have peace and love really quick. But in this one here, you're also wanting to manifest some happiness, some Scorpio time, and manifest a happy, healthy home too on this one. So your priorities, like you've got a lot of stuff going on. You're really busy. Maybe like adjustments to your friend circle, adjustments to your coworker circle. Some of you guys might actually even be working on like planning your own cooking party or a get together. And then when you're planning something, you get another invite, and all of a sudden your dance card's going to go from nothing to everything really fast. Maybe you or them actually are into dancing, like those, like the after work classes and things like that. You know what I mean? That like couples dancing, or even for some of you guys, line dancing might even be a thing. If there's kids involved, maybe they're in ballet or tap or something like that. But that energy comes out that I'm seeing here. They're like, should you decide to go to this, there might even be like an after work party or something where you don't even suspect it coming. And they're like, hey, Scorpio, you want to come and join us? And you're like, oh, no, I'm sorry. I already had planned. And you're like, maybe I should go. I'm seeing there be a neat little kind of a surprise that comes in for you on that, that if you do decide to go, it's going to work out better than expected. And for some of you, you might even get a set of digits on the way out the door. You might wind up coming home with a phone number, either a new friend or a new interest or a new something, okay? Heads up, if they say it's 867-5309, Jenny's calling. All right? But yeah, I do see some stuff changing. It's going to start, you're going to go like from like nothing to everything, where your dance card is going to fill up pretty fast. So if you've got some downtime or a little bit of alone time or something right now, kind of like enjoy it while you can, because all of a sudden you're going to get really busy really quick, okay? All right, now on the work home front, let's see what's going on there. Definitely could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Cancer. Sagittarius is hanging out too. There is Aries in the energy. Virgo and Gemini are here, and Aquarius so far. A little bit of Leo and Pisces too. But okay, what's on the work home front? Give me everything you got on the Strength card. Cool. The Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Lovers, Gemini, Capricorn, and the Tower shows back up again too. The card that was popping and jumping out of the deck this whole time in the beginning. So for some of you guys, you've been turned down for raises and feel like you can't get anywhere else in the workplace. And that might be even why you're feeling bored. Like, yeah, Archer, why in the world am I going to keep giving everything I've got to the situation when like nobody's giving anything back to me? It's getting to the point where you're just trying to make it through the door, and you almost feel like maybe this is all I got. This is all I can do with everything right now. Hey, Raven, what up? How you doing, girl? Hey, Sony. On this here with the Queen of Pentacles, like it's almost been like where you're just there to do your work and get out the door, and there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes or inter-office relationships and stuff that you're like, I'm just here to do my job. Nobody else is focusing on their job, Archer. But what I'm seeing here in this here is that like some of you guys might actually be quietly quitting. That might be the little thing that's going on behind the scenes, is that you're making some plans to like maybe quit the current job, go it on your own, go and like break the 9-to-5 cycle, start your own business, start your own company, but you're going to base it off of some of the stuff you're learning in your day-to-day job. So you're just borrowing some stuff from the big corporate, not like walking out the door with paper and staplers and stuff like that, but just like practices, okay? The Devil card to the Lovers card, and you're playing your stuff close to yourself. You're not telling people what the plans are, okay? But I'm seeing here the timing is right for whatever those ideas are. Some of you guys have like kept these ideas at bay and to yourself and being like, oh, it's you know, it's not worth it. It's not a good idea. Or I used to bring this stuff up to people and they would be like, oh, Scorpio, that's silly. That's not going to work. Don't even try it. there was a little bit of jealousy in the ranks, and that's why like some of the people closest to us will say stuff like that, like, oh, that's not a good idea, oh, you shouldn't do that, because they're just kind of jealous that they didn't have the idea first. Okay, and for some of you guys, this will actually develop a really neat business that'll slowly let you transition it from like a side hustle into like the full-time gig until the 9 to 5 to do their own thing. Some of you guys might even be making plans to retire and just don't want to get too bored in retirement. So you're thinking of stuff that you could do by yourself or on your own to just enjoy yourselves and your time. I'm seeing like cakes or cupcakes. Like maybe you're a baker or a chef, really likes cooking. And like you got ideas of like, man, I could sell this stuff. This would be really, really good. Okay. The devil card does show there's golden in their ideas. Some of you guys might even be in like investing or real estate. But like those of you that are also fearing with the devil card that you might be displaced due to like a strike or a layoff or cutbacks in the workplace, I'm seeing here that like you are not the one that's in the hot seat, because HR actually does see how much you do. You put your own unique signature on the stuff you do, so nobody can really duplicate it. And I think the people in your workplace don't realize there's cameras like everywhere too that's getting them noticed. So you are actually going to be the one that survives the cut downs and the shutdowns and the cutbacks. And the other people, not so much. Okay. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Right to the Page of Swords. I told you HR is watching. With a Six of Swords, right to the Three of Wands. See, when one domino hits, they all fall down. So yeah, HR's Page of Swords on the entire work floor, basically, right? And they're being like, wow, Scorpio is working really hard. Why are these other people not working so hard? They even when these coworkers of yours thinks they haven't been found out or that they're getting away with stuff, they are like in no way getting the stuff, okay? Like what I'm seeing here is that you have a performance review coming up with the Six of Swords that you might fear, but they're actually they've already got plans to offer you a promotion that'll take you into another department or a team head or a team leader type of a thing. There may be relocation involved, but how that balances out with the Six of Swords, this is perceived value and seeing things from a more positive perspective or positive mindset, that it's all happening for a reason to like put you in this energy where you're going to be with people that are on your level, that actually do the job. And some of the people that are like getting out, boom, like getting their beautiful looking pink slips are going to be replaced with people who really value their job. Okay. So you're going to get put into a position because HR sees and knows what you're worth with the Two of Pentacles. And they're going to put you somewhere that really showcases your talents and lets you thrive in the workplace. And you're going to start really enjoying the work that you do. Okay. And for those of you self-employed, I see an idea popping back to the surface, like almost like one of those moments, like a light bulb, eureka moment, that you're like, it might even be from a friend or somebody that's like, hey, Scorpio, why don't you do that anymore? Like I'm seeing like crocheting or knitting, like Afghans or like mittens and hats and stuff. And you're like, oh, I don't know. I haven't had time to really do it anymore. I mean, I didn't think anybody liked it anymore. I'm like a baby blanket or something, you know? And like, it's just enough that it jogs your idea of like, you guys should do that again. And the time's right this time that like you could set up your own little side business or hustle and you're selling that stuff online and make some bank on this one where you'll eventually get the transition out of like a work side of things and start your own business, your own empire. Okay. I like that for you. You were going to be born on the 2nd, the 26th or the 27th comes out. I'm also seeing the 2nd. A lot of repeating sixes here along with the 15th and the 25th. Okay. All right, so now let's see what's going on in the work home front. Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, Three of Cups. Some of you guys have been very patient waiting for a successful union with that Emperor energy, and it just seems like it's taken a long time. All right, so let's see what's up with the past love. If you are dealing with a past person, let me see what we got on this Death card, because, man, they're definitely thinking about you. The Nine of Swords. So I'm seeing there hasn't been very much communication in a minute on this either with the Nine of Swords, but the silence is getting to them just as much as it's getting to you. So both of you guys are up all night playing Stare at the Ceiling on repeat. I got you. With the Queen of Cups, oh boy, I knew it, the Emperor. Guess what happened? They messed around and they fell in love. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Aries energy. Mars moving into Cancer right now is a dominating factor into what's causing the changes on their mindset and their mindset, because it's almost like they realize this too late, like after the fact, after the fight, after the breakup. All of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, I love Scorpio. Uh-oh, what do we do? Okay. I do see them trying to work their way through for some forgiveness in the Emperor energy, because they did have kind of a bit of an ego in the past, but the Queen of Cups is some real unconditional love that they've decided. Now, they did have a rather long rap sheet in the past, too, that I'm seeing for doing this to people even before you guys met, okay? Could be a Cancer or an Aries, could even be a Gemini, possibly. But they did have a habit of doing this with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords here, I'm not seeing a third-party energy on this so much as I'm seeing like that. It's like the fear of everything else, because the Three of Swords can be, it's a noun. It can be a person, it can be a place, it can be a thing. And in this case, what I'm seeing here is that, like, this person had a habit of, like, everybody that left them broke them. So then in turn, they started being like, well, I want everybody to feel the same way I feel. And so they just started, they were like a heartbreaker, like a bit of a Black Widow energy comes off of this, okay? Like maybe I'm seeing like a Scorpio scared of spiders or something like that. But like this person had been hurt and broken by something so bad before they met you that they were really in a point that they weren't looking for, or for some of them, didn't even care about love. But you triggered them into doing some work with the Emperor card to the Queen of Cups. You awoke their heart to what some real love was. You opened their heart back up to see what it's like to actually really be loved, okay? You were going to be born on the 4th or the 9th, the 24th, the 19th is here. I'm also seeing the 7th, the 17th, maybe even the 27th comes out. There are a lot of repeating 7s too, so you are on the verge of an energetical breakthrough with these guys. Queen of Cups. You got the Queen and the King of Cups on this. Look at that. That's a divine couple. They are woke to what the connection is. King to the Queen of Cups. And now with the 9 of Cups, they've only got feelings for you. This person is wishing you back into their life just as much as you've been missing them. Some of them feel like it might be too late with the 6 of Cups. This is stuff that went clear all the way back to their childhood. Ace of Pentacles on the Death card and the Ace of Wands. Okay, for some of you there's a Scorpio here that just asked. I guess this is why this card just showed up. Yes, they do still have the photographs of you in their phone. Ace of Wands on that one much. Okay, Scorpio. At least we put the kiddos to bed. But yes, for some of you, their Ace of Wands chakra is like totally activated, okay? And I'm hearing Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. I'm hearing that. I'm working like, oh, Scorpio, darling, you have them wrapped around your finger. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now this person on the 6 of Cups, though, this person dealt with a lot of either straight up abuse, like maybe verbal or mental. Some of them never got to be a kid. Their parents talked down to them. They might have come from a broken home, maybe a single parent household, or they had to be the head of the household from a very young age and like take care of the family because the parents were not being parents. Maybe the parents had problems with drinking or gambling problems. And so this person like had to take over and do everything, and they never got to be a kid. And a lot of this just totally derailed their energies, and you opened their heart back up to love. They hadn't had as many life experiences as you, so there could have been an age difference or something between the two of you guys, but now they've gone through it, okay? And like they're noticing, like they can't get you out of their mind. Like they're seeing people that kind of look like you if they're at the store or just getting lunch or coffee. And like everything in their energy here with the Ace of Pentacles shows that they are like everything, like their trajectory is set on you, okay? Like it's not out of the blue either. They've had a lot of time to think about this with the 9 of Swords, Gemini energy. And if you've been noticing lately that you think about them more, it's confirmation that you guys do still have an energetic connection. Because I mean, remember, we think like a billion thoughts a day. So at some point, literally every day, Scorpio, you come into their mind, you cross their mind, okay? There's still an energetic connection here that is like keeping you guys connected. And believe it or not, they miss you just as much as you miss them. They just almost feel like it's too far gone. Like if I'm talking to them, they're like, Archer, if I get one more shot, I'm not going to lose Scorpio again, okay? I do see actually this time that like losing you, it's one of those, they thought the grass was greener on the other side. I don't see another person involved. This is kind of that thing of like, I told you I'm not ready for a commitment and I just have to go my own way and do my thing. Then all of a sudden it's like Taylor Swift back to December, that it turns out freedom wasn't nothing but missing you. And they might be a little nervous to proceed in the Emperor energy. Like they had to go through an ego death because they were very intimidating and very controlling at this point. But on this one here, like I'm seeing them going forward to take a chance. Really, honestly, the energies are open in either direction. Either one of you guys could reach out and make an attempt at restoring the connection. And like, as long as you forgave them, they're already going to ask for it, okay? It might not be a normal straight apology. They might not be really that good at the apologies, but they try to like sweep it under the rug and move forward. But I do see the opportunity coming in where you guys will be able to talk and make it through this, okay? Strong Aries, Cancer, Gemini energy. Pisces is also here. But that Nine of Cups does show that like they've wished to have you back. And if you guys did do the prayer, it's why they are still around here. I do see you will hear from them, okay? They will man up or woman up, you know, no gender in tarot, and try to bend the fence on this and work things out. This time things will go exactly as they were supposed to the first time, because they just really didn't value everything that they had on this one, but they're going to own up to it. That's cross watchers, props to you. It takes a lot for like somebody to like own up and be like, oh wow, I was the problem. I was the contributing factor to a lot of this stuff. And I know it does take two to make an argument, just like it makes two to make a relationship. But this person is actually empering up and accepting responsibility for what they did. I like that. That's beautiful energy. This will start changing faster than expected with that Cancer and Aries energy on this. That's two cardinal sign placements. And Mars is currently already into Cancer. So it's more of like a happening sooner than you think. And there's a lot of repeating nines that show up too. Okay, so either of them could be a life path number 9 or born on the 9th. The 19th comes out. But yeah, there's some changes. Even the 29th shows up on this with number 9. Number 9. Either of them could be a life path number 4 or a 6 or a 9 as well. But this will work out exactly as you wished for it to before with the 9 of Cups. It's your blessings coming in. Okay? All right, so now let's see what's going on with the new love, with the 4 of Cups on the Ace of Pentacles here, okay? Everything you got is 4 of Cups. Because I see they're mature. They're not in like a player energy where they got like a black book that's just enormous. They only give their heart to one person. They've been closed off for a while in that 4 of Cups, though, just to protect themselves from what they've been through in the past. And the High Priestess shows up. My favorite card. But this here, I do like it. This shows they don't want to talk about the past. They've locked their past up. They've done the heal. They've worked through it. And like, you're not going to sit there and dwell on it. This is somebody that wouldn't bring the, like, remember what you did 2 years ago? And you're like, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast. How would I remember what we did 2 years ago? That sort of a thing. Their past is already closed. Period. End of statement. Books closed. Doors shut. Moving on. Okay. That there might be an age difference between the two of you guys. I'm seeing they are really mature. Like they're in their balance. They're in their energy. They have learned their life's lessons. 4 of Cups to the High Priestess. And the 4 of Cups on the 4 of Cups. Repeating cards coming out. Now we've even got more of like 4, 4, 4 on this, okay? The repeating 4s are very strong. As the 4 of Swords come out. Oh my gosh. The 3 of Swords. This person's been hurt equally just as much as you, and it caused them to close down their circles. They got a smaller group of friends, and they don't let the low-level energy in. They've got like a human filter, okay? You're going to be born on the 3rd or the 4th, possibly even. A lot of repeating 4s show up. Or 444, you might look at the clock at 444 every day, or something about those 4s resonate. Maybe you or them are born on the 4th, the 14th, or even the 24th. But the 5 of Wands to the 2 of Cups shows that like they've been through a lot of the strifes and the struggles, and the time is right. The time is now for this to work with the 2 of Cups, that you guys have a bond that like can't be broken. Going forward into this major arcana shifts between the two of you guys. Like, remember I mentioned they might be into sales or something? This person's got a gift for gab. But once they open up to you, then like there won't be those weird awkward moments, or they're not going to be trying to manipulate situations. They're in a place of honesty and balance and composure as a result of how bad they've been hurt in the past with the 3 of Swords. And it's like they don't want to hurt anybody the way they got hurt. It's like they know how it feels. Somebody that maybe dealt with a lot of people that just shut them down, blocked them out, and they're like, I will not do that to somebody in the future because that's just not the right way to work. And God's like, okay, got it. You passed the test. The 2 of Cups here, Cancer energy, shows that there is a divine timing at play here, that for them to have gotten everything in order. They've rested. They've got their own like home, their own car. their affairs are in order, and like they're actually looking for a long-term love, a long-term connection, okay? Could be a Leo, could be a Cancer, possibly. Even Gemini or Libra shows up. Virgo's here, but the High Priestess shows like, could be any sign at that point, that they're unsure, or like they keep themselves closed off, okay? They don't just go putting their public lives everywhere. High Priestess, you got to have like some non-disclosure signed in that in order to like get into their inner circle, okay? They protect themselves, and they protect the ones they care about and the ones that they love. The Justice card here shows that they've got their stuff in perspective, their heads, their heart chakras. They think with the right chakra. You know what I mean? Okay. They're looking for long-term love, something that's balanced and goes the distance, and their victory with the Six of Wands. All right. Keelan Petty shows up for the Country Music Awards right ahead of time, giving a sellout concert that even Taylor Swift would be like, oh, it's a big concert. Keelan's like, I know. This here is a victory for the two of you guys, and they do see you. They'll respect and love you for what you do for them. They won't like take it for granted. Like they'll value your heart and your love in this going forward. Yeah, King of Cups to the Seven of Wands, and it's protecting that Six of Wands victory that's underneath the Justice. They won't treat your heart like it's a chess piece or a game piece, because they look at love in a real honest perspective. And the King of Cups confirms they only give their heart to one person. And they do feel the same way that you do about this. See how you guys are like mirroring? You guys both show up on this card. So this here is something that'll take you guys right to that point, that with the Two of Cups and the High Priestess, either one of you that takes that first step going forward brings in the unconditional love. That things here have a big potential to go long-term and go right about this one, because you guys are both in the same place, in the same mindset, that they will protect you and look out for you and cherish the love that you have to give to them. The Seven of Wands in tarot is what protects that Six of Wands victory that you've worked Five of Wands so hard to achieve. I like that this person's energy is pure and good and kind. Could be a Pisces, could be a Leo. Strong Leo, Cancer, Taurus energy on here. There's also Libra. There's even Aquarius and Gemini showing up. But then the High Priestess is like, I'm not telling. Like somebody that like keeps it secret, or they might not even understand how like a birth chart works. You might just be like, what's your sign? And they're like, I don't know. What do you mean? What's your birthday? And that, so you get to teach them stuff, and you guys will share some hobbies and interests that like, oh, well, I'm not into this stuff. Oh, but I am. Okay, will you teach me? Yeah, but I'm not into this stuff. Yeah, will you teach me that? You guys, it'll be a very interesting connection, because you guys will each grow like your hobbies and your interests based on what each other's love. And so it'll like mesh together really good. Sorry, that throat chakra is going wild. This person's a little High Priestess, not wanting to top, but once they do, then once the fun starts, it doesn't stop. So it'll go, and they don't spread their stuff everywhere. Okay, I like that. All right, this Four of Pentacles shows us a little bit of the outcome. Let's see what we got. The Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. The Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Cups. Wow, repeating threes shows up now too. And the Three of Cups is the wedding at Cana. When it couples up to the Three of Wands, it shows here that the time's right for this union. I see long-term that you guys wind up getting walked down the aisle, okay? And you guys will share this. This is a true loyal relationship. Three of Wands to the Three of Cups, and the rewards for your patience. Scorpio, you have been so patient waiting for real love coming in. I should call the Archdiocese and get you nominated for like a saint. You have the patience of a saint. But the Wheel of Fortune finally starts turning in your favor as the planets, because the planets keep spinning no matter, regardless of what happens, that finally the rewards for everything you've gone through. I'm seeing a Scorpio that things since like even all the way clear back to like 2008, 2014, things have really been rough for you guys, even 2012 and that for some of you, that the wheel finally starts spinning and things start to move faster, especially with the Chariot energy that's on your side. This shows that once this starts, it's going to start pleasantly surprising you, and it keeps moving in a much more positive forward direction, okay? This is wild. This Wheel of Fortune will clear that energies and open up the communications with the Three of Cups to the Hanged Man, that the time is right for this to happen. And for some of you guys that have waited forever for it to happen, the rewards that are coming in are turning faster than you think. I like that. Strong Pisces and Leo and Cancer energy on that, with Sagittarius too. But all right, let's see what we got on this Devil card to the Lovers on the Magician card. Because this is the rewards for a lot of stuff that you've been through. You've waited so long for this, Scorpio. You deserve it. Justice. Exactly. It is what you've waited for. The Tower to the Sun card. A complete reboot in the Tower that leads you right into the happiness of the Sun card. Wow, this is all passion coming forward. And the Star card to the Strength card. Oh my gosh, you have all fire. And the Five of Cups, it won't go away at the bottom of the deck. It does keep showing up. That for some of you guys, you have been in a Five of Cups energy for a long time, feeling like you're out in the cold, right? And that you missed the boat or you missed out on something. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? What's up, Nicole? Hi. What I'm seeing on this here is that for some of you guys, like when you read deeper into the definition of the Five of Cups, that it's that standard tarot 101 that somebody feels like they missed out on the boat. But when you think further down to it, it also shows that after the time needed, like the Titanic tarot describes it best, that the guy looks like he missed Titanic sailing, but as 5 days goes by, then he's walking down the street and he looks at a newspaper box and he sees a newspaper article about the Titanic. He's like, oh my gosh, I missed that boat. The rewards for what you've been through are going to be way better than you expected on this, as you guys do overcome that Five of Cups and the Five of Swords to come out of the period of grieving with the Ace of Pentacles to go forward. That the Tower card shows up here to reset the signal, reset the energies. Some of you guys, like the Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing like a roll of quarters, not just like finding a single coin in your path, but like opening a desk drawer or the junk drawer in the kitchen, and there's a roll of change in there. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's like 20 bucks I didn't have. Or it's in a coat pocket that you just put on for the first time or something, and not even expecting to find it. It's that little reward for everything that you've been through with the Tower card, that complete energetical reboot that was needed to bring you into your happiness. It's like when you've dealt with so much lower level energies for so long in the old earth that you make it to the new earth, like the Tower card. That's when you're like, you might be noticing problems with your cell phones, like 1 bar signal strength and little to no Wi-Fi or connectivity. When we hit that moment, we take our phone and you put it into airplane mode so that it disconnects from that tower, and you take the leap of faith by taking it back out of airplane mode so it connects to a stronger, nearer, closer tower. And you get to establish a new solid connection in the Sun card that's just going to wind up making you very happy. Scorpio, Leo, Aries energy on this in the future outcome that lets you guys go forward on the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands for fun communication and just positivity that like these people even got little jokes. They'll make you giggle, okay? Make you feel better. More of like that true relationship that you guys will be pleasantly surprised with. Tower card to the Sun card. Just when you think it couldn't get any better, then all of a sudden it does. Literally that one moment that you disconnect and walk away from it, all of a sudden it shows up right on time. And the sparks, the fireworks just fly. Some of you guys might actually be into like digital, like crypto currency, or like transitioning out of like paper money and going into a more digital footprint or something. Maybe you or them are even into investments, or like you got your little Webull accounts or Wall Street bets. And there's plans for the future that lets you guys get into the next generation and the next phase of your lives together. It's just approaching faster than you expected. Someone that'll actually wind up being like all about you with the Star card to the Strength card. That's strong Leo and Aquarius energy. Could even be a twin flame reunion or a twin flame union in the mix for you too. That I'm seeing on this one here, it's an honest, loyal, two-way reciprocal relationship that will also, you guys look out for each other and protect each other, okay? Neither one of you do all the work. It's an equal 100% relationship that allows you guys to be ahead of the massive collective awakening, just ahead of the curve. And this will take and put all the bullies and all the player energies that you guys have dealt with in the past, they'll be left in that old timeline, Dolores Cannon style, just talking to the brick wall, while you guys go into the new earth and the new timeline in the 1,000 years of peace that's described in the Bible. This is a long-term commitment that you guys have finally waited for, that will be the examples that is going to make some other people jealous, Scorpio, straight up. And it could even be people that are close into your guys' circles, because oftentimes those are some of the people that get the most jealous of, like, why is Scorpio's life all of a sudden so amazing and awesome? But it's nothing that you're feeding into. It's all their version of their perceived value, because for you guys wind up rising above the crowd into a new level, and the minority of people that actually do understand like what it's like to be in a nice, cute relationship with some neat vintage traditional things, like the guy that holds the door open or walks on the street side of the sidewalk. Just the one that even like, if like they're like, hey Scorpio, you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I don't need anything. They're like, okay, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, when like maybe you're in work for DoorDash, because the DoorDash order shows up and they're like, here you go. here's your food and everything. And you're like, I said I didn't want anything. And you're like, I know, that means you wanted this. And they're like, oh my gosh. All right. This is somebody that just gets you, and you guys look out and protect each other going forward. You're each other's support team. It's like real love and a true reciprocal relationship that brings in the real love you guys have both fought so hard for with the Lover's card to achieve. You're right on the verge of doing it, Scorpio. That's awesome. Beautiful reading. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, please definitely, let's claim this down in the comments. We got to make this happen for you. We got to go all Captain Picard on this and make it so. You deserve it for everything that you've had on your mind lately. You're finally getting somebody in here that's all about you, that's going to protect you and look out for you and just like make you happy. I love that for you, Scorpio. This is awesome. You've been through so much. You've definitely passed the test and you're ready to go forward. That is beautiful energies. Very strong Leo, Gemini, Cancer's here, Sagittarius and Libra, Pisces. You've got Aries is here. There's Capricorn, even Taurus, and some Libra too. But yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Beautiful. I love it for you, Scorpio. You totally deserve it. Scorpio, leave a comment down below. Please claim this one. Definitely. We'll all work together as a team and a family to make this happen for you. And if you got a minute, I know it's busy days and that, but it means the world to me if you take a minute to leave a comment down in the section, even if it's just an emoji or something. I love you for it. It means the world to me and the fam. We're all in this together, and I do get notified on all of them, even though it takes me a minute to respond. I do get notified. I see, like, and love them, and I do eventually respond to them too. I know I stay busy, but I do eventually respond to them. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Remember, this will resonate to any and all placements of Scorpio in your chart too, okay? We're not just our Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but all the parts of all our charts. All right, so let's see what we got on the Super Chat side, because you don't get any, I don't do bonuses or extendeds. I don't even know what Patreon and that stuff is. All right, you get everything here with me, beginning, middle, and end. And the Super Chats are a really neat, awesome little look on the whole cycle, from like a Google Earth view in the collective. We go right down to Street View on these. It's so cool. All right, so let's see what's up. Thank you guys so much for the Super Chats. Oh my, Poplon, Carla, you guys are so generous. Oh my goodness, guys, you're gonna make a girl man blush. Thank you. You guys are so generous. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go for it. I'm gonna grab the Rose Tarot. It's been doing really good on the bonuses. Mystic, thank you. Serenity, hi. Faithlight, thank you guys. What's up? Hi, Catherine. Hey, Barb. Thank you guys for stopping in. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Faithlight. You're so generous. Oh my gosh, big love back to you guys. All right, let's go for it. Let's Super Chat. Here we go. All right, Poplon, what's up? Let's see. Poplon, is he watching me in WhatsApp? See birthday pics. He remembered my birthday, or does he remember my birthday? Is my silence affecting him after my realtor working text? Will he break the silence before 2 or 3 weeks? He misses me. Will he step up and be accountable and fix things? Okay, let me see what we got. Eight of Pentacles to the World card. I do see he will want to work this out. The Eight of Pentacles shows that in his energies, he knows you guys work well together. And the outcome's the World card to the Six of Wands on the Two of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, talk about a drastic turnaround. The Two of Wands only shows the reason he hasn't come forward on anything yet is the processing of things, where he's like, even though you've sent some messages and stuff to him in the past and kind of like gave him ultimatums or done those little things, like he's never fully taken that into a perspective. But this time here, he's kind of realizing what he did or what he had to go to it. I see right now he is working on some processes. He's totally checked you out online. Two of Pentacles makes him feel like he's missing out on something here that he's going to need to make a decision on. Like the happiness he sees that you've projected out and everything, and that real, like he figures in his mind, he's sitting there going, she's found somebody else. I knew she'd find somebody else when she moved, Archer. And I'm like, oh, it's possible to, maybe it's possible. You never know. And that's like in his mind, that's what it's going around in circles on this one, that he's going to have to make a decision to do something about this. The Judgment card shows he's kind of getting read the right act and some karma for it, where he's like, oh my gosh, she's doing so much better than me. But the Hangman hidden behind that is the patience that brings in a positive outcome with the Sun, which does tie into Scorpio's reading on Temperance. So he is going to rise to another level to reach out and give a genuine apology and be like, I am so sorry. I have neglected you this much. Like, he's not even going to try to make an excuse. He's going to straight up own it with the World card so that you guys can work on going forward and fix things on this one. I see him even either asking you about something about moving together or is there a chance you'd come back home so you guys can close the distance? Or he might try to change his job and move in to get closer to you. I actually do see in the future with the World card too, that he will make a trip back down to see you in the Six of Wands, see him rolling in a Six of Wands victory while you guys are both cheering it on, because like the happiness gets really contagious. He might wind up like being like, I'm looking for hotels, there's not a lot going in, and somehow he'll like just kind of couch crash and stay with you for the times that he comes to visit. You guys will actually be crossing the world a lot more to visit each other in your times off. I see you traveling to see him traveling to see you, and then eventually something happening that closes the distance so you guys can wind up moving in together. Something about this time was the catalyst, the break point in his energies that just completely changes him. Yeah, by the end of 2024, things are going to be so much different for you. This is going to start moving really fast as we go through the rest of this year. I don't think you got to wait too much longer for him to like man up to it and see exactly what he did. That's beautiful. I mean, Six of Wands of the World card. It does not get any better than that. I think the Mars in Cancer is what's doing a lot to his mind and changing him. All right. Mary Love, what's up? Let me see. My Leo got his gift. Oh, that's cool. All right, but hasn't said anything. What are his feelings for me? Taurus and Leo. Okay, let me see what's up. Taurus and Leo, a couple of fixed signs. Okay. You both do know what you want. I like that. The Sun card. It's like at the moment he's a little speechless. Literally, the cat has your Leo's tongue. Okay, he didn't expect it. That's the thing with the Hanged Man, the Ace of Pentacles. He totally got the gift, received it. The Six of Pentacles is there too. Only reason he hasn't reached out yet is he is very much so not used to getting presents or gifts with the Two of Swords. He's trying to find the right words for the things. Like it's almost like just an ordinary thank you wouldn't do for this one. His feelings right now are very overwhelming, and that's why he's not reaching out, because he's not sure how to process those feelings yet. He will. And even at the moment, he tries to like put together, like he doesn't even want to just text you. He wants it to be like a time where he's out of work and he's on his own. He's quiet. It's not like even dealing with traffic driving home or anything, but he's home, he's settled, the evening's done, so he can actually call you and thank you properly for it. Girl, you got that lion thinking pretty wild with this one. Yeah. He is not used to somebody looking out for him or doing Ace of Pentacles little presents for him. He will reciprocate the energy too. You can expect like a little something back in the future for you too. Okay? Like I see him following your lead in a lot of this stuff. Like you give something, then he'll return the favor back and like give you something back too. You guys are going to go into this little like gift giving cycles for a while coming forward. All right? So I do hope that helps. All right, Angel Eyes, Cancer, waiting for me to call him. He broke up via text, told me he would talk, and I just liked his text at that point. Is there some people in my friend group that need to be removed? Let's see here. So let's see. He texted you, and you just liked the text. Okay, got you. There we go. Star card. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, actually, he is waiting at the moment. The Star card shows you're the star of the show in this case. So he's got his back turned to walk away because you just liked it. So he's waiting for whatever the next line of defense is, the next comment, because he had sent a text. So he's waiting for you to return the text more so. It's like he just liked it and walked away from it. So yeah, right now the ball is in your court and he's respecting that choice that like you could call, you could text, however you're most comfortable doing it. And yeah, the Magician, whatever you type is what you'll manifest into it. I like that. Yeah, you can somebody reply with a text because your like left everything in a pause moment on an unsaid energy. So yeah, it's your turn with the Star card. The spotlight's on you. He's got his back turned, just waiting for it to happen. Then he'll know how to react and respond back to it. I'm seeing he was brought up, or he's like one of those, I don't double text. So he's like, okay, well, she just liked it, so we better wait till she replies. And literally, it's like put it in a little bit of a stalemate. I get it. He's waiting for you to make the next move. The Hermit card to the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing, no, there's nobody that you really need to cut out at all. Your friend circle's good. There's nothing that you need to worry about. Keeping you've already cut out the rough people that are in your energies and left the good people. So no, you're actually looking pretty good. The Nine of the double Virgo energy too. Where you are right now, you're in a great place where you're supposed to be. That Magician card, yeah, you're holding all the cards across the board. You got good friends. You hold this close here. Your circles are good. You're on the right trajectory and the right course. Yeah, you're holding all the cards, girl. I like that. Carla, oh, thank you. You're too kind. Thank you, Carla. I like that. That's a cool super sticker. I do like that one. All right, let me get a little checkup on this here. Let's see what's going on, Carla. What's happening? What's happening for Carla? That one popped out. The Eight of Wands. The Page of Wands. Oh, wow. And the Sun card. Girl, he's gonna finally make a move. And like a physical move too that like works to close some distance or something between the two of you guys. He hasn't moved on at all. And whatever the last message you was that you did send to him, he's really been thinking about that. Whatever it was you said it just right to kind of bring him around on this one. I see some stuff in his energy changing, his work life, his schedule. Things are lining up to clear the energetical ways for communication, for him to make an offer that you will love with the Queen of Cups to the Knight of Wands. Like it's like he's going to be a little different than what you're used to before because he's overcome a lot of stresses. So he's going to be a lot more clear, open-minded, and like safe to proceed type of a thing. With the Sun card, you got a good outcome coming your way, Carla. That's awesome. 8 of Wands, expect that message. Yeah, the 5D energy is clear for some communication between you guys. All right, let's see what's up next. Jean, all right, whatever you need to know comes out. All right, let's see. All right, whatever you need to know. Let's see here. Yeah, we are over 6. I'm gonna have to cut this in about 2 minutes because I got an appointment to keep for a personal reading, so I can't really run over the 6 limit tonight. All right, the Hierophant to the Hangman on the Sun card. Ooh, with the Chariot. What you actually need to know right now, Jean, is that somebody has given your person a talking to, okay? Like, out of the blue, they weren't even expecting this, and somebody asked them, somebody in their circle asked them that about like, so what happened between you and Jean? And they're like, oh, it's complicated, you know, it just is what it is. And they're like, no, there's more to it than that. They actually had a good long sit down conversation with somebody in their friend circle about you that gave them some clarity about how to proceed forward with the Chariot. So they're kind of like prepared or ready for a positive outcome to happen on this one. They're in a more clearer mindset than what that you were dealing with before, where they were really closed off and guarded. Somebody kind of taught them a few lessons to help find some clarity they didn't even know they were looking for, because they kept, like, whenever somebody bring you up, they never wanted to speak about it. They like tried to keep it really personal and private. This person got them to open up and talk about it. They might even have seen a little bit of therapy or something to help them come to terms with some things that will allow them to return back. It's all major arcana. So there's a lot of energies behind the scenes that are shifting to help work to bring you guys back together. That's kind of nice. Yeah, you got a really good outcome. You've been very patient about it. So I'm on this Scorpio moon that's approaching later this month. I think all the moon cycles will affect this because those are big energetical shifts. Like the eclipse on the 17th, the full moon in Scorpio, even the new moon in Virgo is going to set the tone for you. Okay? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut you guys. I'm so sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, yeah, let me get to Alexis here. I do appreciate the donations, but we did run over the 6 super chats, and I've got a 6 o'clock appointment I got to keep, so I can't do a whole bunch of extras like I usually do. I'm sorry, guys. All right, let's see. Alexis, an upcoming energy check. Anything you need to know? Okay, let me find out. Let's see what we got. We'll get through and honor the 6. The rest of them, I do appreciate you guys so much for your donations. Knight of Cups to the 3 of Swords. Oh, wow, the Ace of Pentacles on the Hermit card. Hey, Alexis, what I'm seeing on this one is that this is the person that actually brought you to tarot, the one that really, really did 3 of Swords break you. They might have like straight up actually like cheated or broke one of the 7 deadly sins with you. They're actually going to make an attempt to reach out. Like the only thing holding them back right now is their own mindset, where they have this fear of moving forward. They are in so much overthinking about like, this isn't going to work, or what if I fail? They've been through some really bad life experiences for what they put you through, and went through a dark night of the soul as a result of it, that now they are going to reach out and make a Knight of Cups love offer to come back around. So you thought it was said and done on this one, but then all of a sudden they've done the work to heal on this one. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. You won't even recognize them. They're going to come in a different mindset. Like, it's like I hardly even know you anymore. Like their attitude, the way they talked and treated you and everything in the past, it like they never really respected or loved you properly. They're a totally different person with the Ace of Pentacles. Like they've gotten their job situated because that money was a problem, and the way they were always having to job hop and they've balanced all that stuff out. The Ace of Pentacles is a fresh start and something that took forever. The Knight of Pentacles, like that came out in the reading, actually finally delivered the Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. And that Page of Wands shows forward momentum on this one. You won't even suspect it. You'll be like, whoa, no way. So yeah, it's that moment that you can expect the unexpected. The one that you thought would never return is the one that shows up making an offer you don't suspect. It's wild. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Alexis. And Scorpio, thank you too. I am so sorry, guys. Normally, you know, I try to go over the 6 super chats and do as many as I can for you guys. I just have to keep appointments, so I can't run it over today. Normally, I would. I always do. And I feel so bad when I have to cut it like this, but unfortunately, I do. But thank you guys all so much. I appreciate you for it. Scorpio, thank you so much for letting me read your life, your love, and your energy today. I do love and appreciate you for it. And God, thank you for the messages we got today for Scorpio and for the continued direction, protection, and guidance as always. Remember, if you do want to book one of the personal readings with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. I do offer both the one-on-one Zoom readings as well as the traditional private YouTube links, and I look forward to working with you. So until next time, Scorpio, I will see you then. Namaste. Peace and love. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. I gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.